Ladies, I got some new rules for you to follow. Number 1, don't pick up the phone because you know he's only calling when he's drunk and alone. 2, don't let him in because then you'll have to kick him out again. 3, hello? Oh, it's the wrong album. Alright. Thank you. Okay, I've just been informed that that was the wrong album I'm referencing, so let's start this over again. So, the Grammys happened. I don't know if you know a thing or two about the Grammys, but that's when some of the best artists get recognized for some amazing music. Sometimes they get snubbed, but that's beside the point. Among some of these artists, Dua Lipa was up for nomination for Best Album of the Year for her recent release. Fittingly, Dua Lipa received the award for Best Pop Album of the Year. That album was none other than Future Nostalgia, Dua Lipa's second studio album. Boy, this album was incredible. I don't just say that lightly. This album was amazing. I won't just say that lightly. This album was amazing. If you're a fan of electropop, you're gonna love this. But if you're a fan of 80s electropop, you are going to love what you hear on Future Nostalgia. I think the name Future Nostalgia refers to something that sounds new while incorporating so much from familiar elements of pop. I was reminded thoroughly throughout this album of Madonna. I personally believe Dua Lipa will be like the next Madonna of our generation. I personally believe this album was fantastic. It has a lot of fun, energetic, uplifting beats. The album starts off right away with Future Nostalgia, the title track. It's a really funky pop, energetic, in-your-face track. Then we have songs like Cool, Don't Start Now. All of these really energetic tracks, they keep the same kind of tone of, a lot of them are breakup songs, a lot of them are I'm good the way I am. You know, it's that kind of energy that makes me feel good on this. I really had a fun time listening to this. I don't have many bad things to say about this album. There were a few songs that made me kind of shrug my head and maybe say, this isn't exactly for me, but I think a lot of the album just does a fantastic job delivering something wonderful. For those who enjoyed the first half of this album, there was, of course, the deluxe version, which was called the Moonlight Edition. This is just a collection of extra tracks that Dua did with artists like Miley Cyrus, or the remix of Levitating with DaBaby, or tracks with Bad Bunny. It kind of serves as, did you like Future Nostalgia? Here's some extra stuff that I did on the side. I definitely think you could skip the deluxe edition. Still got some great tracks and offers something great, but I don't think it adds much to what Future Nostalgia itself already brings. I highly, 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 how many times can I say highly, recommend listening to this album. Whether you're a pop fan, whether you're not, I think this is something that you will thoroughly enjoy. It certainly was a fun album to listen to. It will get you dancing. I think you're missing out if you haven't listened to this album yet, and I certainly think you should give this a listen if you haven't already. Dua Lipa's Future Nostalgia receives a 4 scratches out of 5. I think while this album is incredible, I still think it's not exactly there yet. There's still 1 or 2 tracks that weren't exactly perfect to me. So I think it is right there, but it does fall short in some areas.